Hello, hello. So this is a beautiful day, and yeah, so I just want to take read the London price action, and so welcome. So don't forget to give me a like and to subscribe. Yeah. So let's see what we had. I mean, the last time we were doing top-down analysis. So the last time we were doing top-down analysis, we had this. Okay. So this level, I did say we've really been consolidating and we need to leave this level, okay? Probably this month. So we need to get out of this level very soon. And I believe we can do that. I believe we can do that. So that's on the weekly time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, let me remove these markings. So looking at the daily time frame, this is what I'm having. So we did trade back into this order block. So I normally say the most sensitive parts simply the open and the low. Okay. So because we were trading lower, so it's a downtrend kind of. So any up close candle, that's an order block. And so the most sensitive parts, like I said, simply that. So we simply trade into that level and we say it couldn't do anything. Okay. Further. So could this now be the next target? This low here. Yeah. And if this law is going to be the next target, so why is it lagging? Sell side liquidity. So let's just give it time. Okay, so this law here, I don't want to label it because I don't know why it's lagging. It doesn't want me to type anything. So that law, uh, probably next week, I'd really love to see us do something down here. Yeah, for now. Okay. So what I normally talk about is simply this. Um, so this was Monday's trading, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So the fact that Wednesday we created this high, yeah. So it's like we are trying to anticipate if we are bearish, okay? So if we are bearish, what do we anticipate? If we are bearish, we anticipate for high of the week to be formed on the early days, so from Sunday to Wednesday. And which day did we? So Monday we had the high, Tuesday we took out Monday's high, and so that Wednesday we took out Tuesday's high, and then and Thursday we failed to take out Wednesday's high. So what does that tell us? It really tells us that this market is really bearish, and because Thursday we failed to take out Wednesday's high, so that simply tells us what Wednesday creates high of the week, and we anticipate for low of the week to be formed either intra-week, okay, Thursday or Friday. So that's what we are having here, And because Thursday we really had this run lower, we really had that run lower, and Friday we took out Thursday's low. So it's like Friday already created low of the week. So we don't anticipate to see price trade back again into this high. Unless, I mean, today also remember we're having CPI. So CPI, I don't know, but then I don't expect to see price do something like that. But then also remember price can do, I mean, price is price, and the market can do anything. So the market is your boss. So again, remember below price, below here, we're having what? There's a BC here. We just tapped into it right there. And this is the 4H. So if you guys can recall, I did talk about this high on the 4H. So I wanted to see this level hold. There's three consecutive up close candles, and I didn't want to see this high taken out. So I was saying if at all can trade above this high, then I'm going to be bullish. But still, as you guys can see, we failed to take out that high, and it's like this level really held price. Yeah, so in as much as the wicks did the damage, but then this level was still left intact. Okay, so up to now, I mean, the fact that also this BC here, we really trade below it. As you can see, mm, as you can see there, so these are BC trade holding price, pushing it higher. So this level here, I really wanted. So this is a fair value gap, which classification? BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So I really wanted to see it hold price and maybe push higher. And if at all it was going to break above this high, then that could have been that could have warranted us to expect higher prices, probably towards this level and this high here. But then what did we see? It failed terribly. Okay, so failed, and we could see these candles trade below the consequent encroachment. So at the lower quadrant, once you see something like that, then just anticipate to see this level fail to hold. Okay, so again tried, but then the wicks only doing the damage, bodies staying just around these levels. And finally, this was Thursday, again failed. So if we look at this week, uh, and measure the quadrants here. So yesterday I was not in these markets, so I was having a blackout. So there was no electricity on my end. So we were having this, yeah. And so we just traded slightly above the midpoint and tried hitting that 0.75 level. And then you see this, okay? So that's on the 4H. And if at all you caught the shots, that was really nice. That was really good. If at all you caught the shots yesterday, that was really nice. I mean, that's the same thing I would have done yesterday. But then the fact that yesterday I had blackout from my end and no electricity, no internet, so I just couldn't do anything. So I spent the whole day just journaling. Okay, just journaling. That's 4H. And also remember, now we have this level, we have this upper CB, and there's other one. So if at all we're still going to take out this low and it really wants to trade higher, then this upper fair value gap needs to be left as a breakaway gap. So let me show you. So I'm having these two levels. So there's candles low right there, and this candles high. right here. So what I want to see is for these levels to be left unfilled, but then these are the upper one, this lower one. If price can, if it has the ability, okay, if it has the wherewithal to trade into this level, then just the lower quadrant. I don't want to see it do anything above this level, just or just the top of this level. Yeah. So do something like that, and then maybe proceed lower, because again, you're also having this low here. Yeah. So this low, maybe just tap that something, give us something like an immediate rebalance, okay, and then push lower, something like that. That's simply what I'm anticipating. And also remember, we were also having this BC here, held price the first time, but then we trade below it. So again, this level also I'm watching. So this level, we're having too many conferences, okay, around this level. So the lower portion, so this lower quadrant level, this low, there's a VG now, and also it needs to be the lower quadrant of this fair value gap. So I'm really watching to see price do that maybe next week, because today I don't know what will happen with the CPI, but that's what I'm watching for. Again, on the hourly, it just keeps doing this. So there's nice, yeah, there's really nice. There's like high resistance, okay. So can it just melt lower? I mean, so the way it's doing, so whatever it's doing there, I just want to keep seeing it do that, and at least give us some down closes below this level or at the lower quadrant. Then I'll simply know that this level now is not going to hold, and we might use it as an AVG to push price lower. I'm just saying, okay. But then that's what I anticipate. So if this level might hold, well and good. So hourly and then 4H. But then also here, around here, we're also having that 4H BC. So also on the 4H, you're also having that BC. And on the daily, are we having anything? Nope. On the daily, we are not having anything. Yeah, just this level still. Say there's a volume imbalance, okay, or an old new week opening. Is it an old, yeah, new week opening up? Just this level where we tapped into this level last week, and we saw that run higher. So again, we are revisiting this level. So the fact that we are revisiting it for the second time, that will uh, allow me to want to see something different, something like maybe trade below it, below this level, and then maybe use it to support price and go lower, maybe to this low. So I'm just saying, yeah. So that's, so 15 minutes. So the 15 minutes, yes, you're having this level and everyone wants to go long. So let them go, let them do that. We're having this, so let me just remove these markings again. I don't like too many markings on my chart. The fact that we trade above the 2-day open and it's a Friday, then that simply tells me that, yeah, it might really struggle. If at all it wants to go low, it might really struggle. Yeah, it might really struggle. Let me confirm what we're having on. Yes. So S&P 500, you see, with this, it really, I mean, it didn't really dig deeper above the 2-day open compared to NQ. So NQ really dug deeper. yeah, higher. But then with this one, really failed. And you can see this BC that warranted that run higher, and then now we're breaking below it. So again, this level proving to hold, but then let's see how long will it hold. Okay, same thing here. How long will it hold? So we've traded above true day open, so that's good. So true day open is also the midnight open. So true day open or the midnight open, just same thing. uh did that end 5 minutes? Oh wow, 5 minutes we having this high low higher high, trading above the two day open and then breaking lower with this kind of a speed, giving us a fair value gap here. So right now, this is what I want to ask myself: can it trade back into this fair value gap? Yeah, because we've drawn lower into this lower fair value gap, and right now it's trading higher into this one, into this what, into this CB, sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. And here we're having this high low higher high. So till now, because the market is really on that 4H, I mean 4H what, fair value gap. Okay, so we are having that BC 4H BC, and it traded into it, and we can see this again. We trade above the true day open, and we're breaking below this low with speed and distance, and we're having this fair value gap. So I want to see how price reacting to this fair value gap before I can, before I can have any bias. Okay, I want to see how this level is holding before I can do anything. I want to see how it's holding. So that's simply 5 minutes, and now 1 minute. Now 1 minute. So I'm just tape reading this. It's not like I'm going to do anything, any execution. I'm just tape reading it. So let me see now. So this is the time where I normally tell you guys to look for. Okay. So then, so now let's see what happened. He had this, took out this buy side, and also tray above through the open. So why does it keep doing this? Buy side, that buy side, and then trade lower. Mm. So as it's trading lower, we're also having this low. We take it out also. So now understand where price is coming from. So this level here, Which level was that? Uh, that 4H fair value gap, and we did create that high right there, and we trade to the 25 quadrant level, and we see this. But now on the 5 minutes, I want to see how price is reacting to this level. So 25 quadrant, this was nice. So what was resting around this level? So these three consecutive down close candles. Once we break above it, then so that's an order block. And also once we leave it, this is also an order block. And then we don't spend too much time in here, and we see this push higher. Mm. So could it be that this level is going to hold? So let's take a look at this fair value gap now. So there's a BC, buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency. So the fact that it's doing this, trading back into this BC, so just give it time. Just give it time. Yeah. So could it be that this was now the real manipulation? So this one, the manipulation move, and then this was simply just it telling us where it wants to go, and this being the manipulation move. So I'm just asking myself those two questions. Yeah, so we're breaking above that high. So this one. So on the 5 minutes, also we're having this fair value gap here. So we really just trade into it here. and it's doing that. Yeah. So does that does that tell us that this was now the real manipulation move? And now this was it telling us where it wants to go. Then this the sucker play, because right now there's also on the 1 minute there's fair value gap here. We've really closed above it. So this, how do we is this CB? Right now we're trading inside this IAVG here. So if we can break above it, so 5 minutes in the next 1 second. So we've closed above the 5 minutes fair value gap. So this 5 minutes CB, it's sell side imbalance, buy side inefficient. So it's inefficient in offering buy side. So right now it has offered that. And we can see it has closed above this fair value gap. And also we're having this volume imbalance right here. So now because it's doing this, so anticipate to see this level, hold it and then push higher. Yeah. So again, hitting that 2-day open, you can see the sensitivity. Oh wow. So it's it's like it's really going to be slow. Okay, so this level, like I was saying, if you break above it, then you need to see it hold and push higher, but then it's holding in as much as we didn't want to see it close at the upper quadrant. So 2-day open. So now if this level holds, So what next now? Okay, so now we're looking at this fair value gap again. So if we've trained to that level on this true day open, midnight open, and we're having this fair value gap in form of a BC. So it held price pushing it higher, and now we're breaking below it. So I want to see this fair value gap become a breakaway gap. Mhm. So if it's going to be undecisive, then that's still okay. And I'm also looking at this range. So from this high to this low, we will now trade the discount below the zero point 0.5 level. So the first time as we are trading into this BC, we didn't do that. But then there's other this second time we've traded into that. And now if it really wants to go lower, then we need to leave this level, push lower. Okay. But then there's upper fair value gap. I don't want to see it trade into. Because if it can trade back into this level, then that's something. Okay, on the 15 minutes, just look at it. It's not that clean, okay? So don't beat yourself. Don't beat yourself because look at the 15 minutes chart, guys. Look at the 15 minutes chart. It's not that clean. It's not that clean. So don't beat yourself because such conditions are normally the hardest to trade, okay? Such conditions normally the hardest ones to trade. So it's not like it's like we've not revisited that high. So just hit the low of this level and so can we now leave this level, this area here? So if we can leave this level, then it's really going to be slow. So does this mean that it's simply telling us that it was only coming back into a deeper discount and now it's pushing. So it has failed to leave this level. So the fact that again this level wanted to see it left unfilled, if it was really going to go lower, it left it unfilled. And right now you trade into it, almost delivering buy side on all of it. So above the consequent encroachment. So it simply has done something like taken out any lows that were resting, any sell side that were resting below this, took it out, and right now it's doing that. But then again, like I'm saying, look at the 15 minutes. So 15 minutes always should be your bellwether chart. Yeah, so this is where all your references should start from. If it's not clear, avoid it. If it's clean and you can determine a direction, then just trade it. But then for me, the reason why I'm just tape reading it is because it's not really clear for me. And so now it has proved to us that it was now just trading back into that lower discount, so below the zero point 0.5 level of this range. So it did that, and now we are expanding higher. So this fair value gap now, this one now becomes an AVG, and because we are breaking above this high, so I want to see it give us a fair value gap here. And because it also gave us this fair value gap, now it will not trade below this fair value gap. And now because again we are revisiting the true day, the midnight open, so it now needs to break above it and shouldn't spend too much time around here. So now give us a fair value gap. Yeah, now give us a, so this one, leave it unfilled. Yes, so I said it needs to give us a fair value gap here. So it did that. So this is the only fair value gap it needs to trade to. But if I was the market maker and I'm really rushing to do something up there, then I should also leave this one. Yeah. And just take out this high. But then it needs only to trade into this upper one and not this lower one. So this was now the real manipulation. Real manipulation. Yeah, so it does not trade into this. So we now need to leave this level. So it's giving us some equal highs. Twenty-four 692. So the high are about 24,692, 24,692, 24,692, 24,692. So now we are taking it out. So now on the 15 minutes, there's a certain high here, and we need to take out that high. Remember also the new day opening gap is slightly above here. So I feel like this is our draw of liquidity. This new day opening gap. So there's a high here. Because initially there's IFVG here, held price the first time. And we had that this down move. But now again, because now we're trading again into this high, this level, and we are breaking above it. So we'll simply anticipate to see price use it to hold price and push it higher. And also I want to see it give us a fair value gap here on the 5 minutes. I want to see it give us a fair value gap on the 5 minutes. So as we are breaking this high, going above this high, so can it give us a fair value gap here? So we don't want to see this level hold price. Yeah, because it's still that IFVG on the 5 minutes. Because remember also we took this short, we took out the short-term high right here, and we had this low. We broke below it, and any pullback into this level, see it try to do that. So now as we are breaking above this level, I want to see it give us a fair value gap and close above it at least. So also still remember, if it's to draw lower than still this level here, where I said it needs to trade back into this fair value gap, but then it's not a must. But if it's to trade lower, then I just want to see it trade into this upper one and leave this lower one. And this one I've simply written unfilled. Should leave it. So the way it also left this one unfilled and trade into this upper one or this one. But then it's not like I'm anticipating any major move. Just so Can you guys, I mean, if you can see the chat, kindly comment. So if you guys can still see me, just let me know. I mean, just a thumbs up. So can you see, I mean, can you still hear me? Can you see the chat? Just comment. So on the five, so we've closed on the 5 minutes, and all I can say is that we've really closed above that level, above the still the upper quadrant. So that's nice, and it left to us a fair value gap here in form of a BC by setting bar. So from this body to this low, that's our BC. So if at all it's trade lower, then it needs to use this as a scaffold to push it higher into this high here. Oh, so so High Life is telling me yes, you can. So thank you for that. Oh, so I wasn't able to read the comments from this. I mean, laptop. So it's really going to be a slow price action because remember also we are only, I mean, we're not trading the final hour. We're not trading the final hour, and all we've done is simply move this. So from this low, and now we've only taken out that buy side. So this all we've done. This also manipulated, and then it's now distributing. But now because, again, remember, because we are also bearish, so again it might still fail to hit this and just use this block here, this last up close candle. We took out this buy side, so there's a rejection block. Again, it does not trade to that level. So, but then let's just allow and see how it's going to trade into this BC here. So we've taken out this high, that's good. We've closed above it, that's good. So we're having this BC. So after taking out this buy side, so it has left that high. And now let's see. So from this low to that high, midpoint. So again, remember this level that I said left unfilled. If it does that, then it has only run by side now. And if it trades below the, I mean, to that towards the discount of this range from this low to this high, then that's nuts, you know. So now let's see that 5 minutes, uh, the 5 minutes BC, and also this order block. So we break below it. We've also traded at this level that is said left unfilled. So the fact that it has traded there, so that now invalidates my, I mean, it now lowers my probability of us now even trading higher, you know. Because if it was to trade into this level and it really wanted to go higher, then it only needed to trade into this lower one. But then the fact that after taking out this high, nice, now we trade lower into this level and failed. And in the next 1 minute, you want to see, I mean, we'll already be trading below this 5 minutes BC. So we'll already have breached it. So that's why it's normal. It's always important to be taking partials, 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 partials. So we've filled this level now. So now let's look at that 5 minutes. You've traded below it, and it has traded back into this down close candle. So even close below the mean threshold. So that's not good. So on such occasions, I'll really not be confident with it now continuing higher. But then if it wants, then that too might happen. But then because it has breached all of these, so one, and it has traded into this gap. So the only thing now still holding it is this one, this lower fair value gap. And on the 5 minutes, we were having this fair value, this order block. We've traded below the mean threshold and closed below the mean threshold. So mean threshold is simply the midpoint of this down close candle as you are going higher. So that simply tells you that it wants to do something, but then you have to wait for more information. Yeah, so you're deriving your narrative from one thing. So again, this is holding nice. So how about this upper one? We see the sensitivity, just hit it and see that. So again, if we can now break above this, then that will be a sure way to tell us that it now wants to go higher. But then again, if you took your longs from this low, from this level, then no need to panic because right now your stop is at break even and it's really hard for it to trade to your stop. So also understand what I'm demanding. Yeah. So I'm demanding for it to only trade into this upper one and not this lower one. So what I'm demanding, am I demanding it in an environment whereby price is uh, really active towards trading, I mean delivering higher prices, or it's really been doing something like this. So whatever you see on the 15 minutes. So what has it been doing? We're having these deeper pullbacks. Yeah. So whatever I'm demanding, I mean, am I demanding it on a right environment? So again, we see it as trade again into this 25 quadrant level, where we are also having that slightly around that lower fair value gap. And now once we break above this, so I feel like this is allowed. Yeah. So in as much as you're still waiting for more information, now the more information we were to wait for was this level here. Because we've traded above it now. So now we just had this deeper pullback and should do that. Should now have the ability to break above this high. So now this one should now be used to support price going higher. So again, if it fails to really break above this high with speed and give us a fair value gap, then we are going to be watching what's happening here. So there's high, there's one. So we need to break above this one and maybe try to hit this red level. So now there's our last hour. And again, we are breaking above this level. So I want to see it now break above this. So this high initially, as we were taking it out, we didn't get a fair value gap here. And trade lower, so we wanted to see it trade into this level. But then it had other plans, so trade back into this lower portion. So that's good because we are in an environment whereby looking at our bell weather chart 15 minutes, yeah, so the conditions in the marketplace, so it's not really that active. Okay, it's not that active, so such pullbacks allowed. Again, we're doing that. I'm watching this BC here, and also below we also having this level here again, and also another volume imbalance right here. So in the next 15 minutes, mm, I'll be done. So if in the next 15 minutes still it doesn't take out this high, then that will be it for us. Because now it shouldn't be taking too much time. If at all it was to do something, then it shouldn't be taking too much time. So we're only giving it the next 15 minutes. And then from there, we'll call it a day. We'll call it a day. So we are beginning the next 15 minutes candle. So at least this next candle should do something. So it should do something. So again, it has not taken out this high. So it's just manipulating. So retail mindset see this level as a resistance because it held. So now, because we are trading back into this level, still anticipate to see it hold. But then for us, this level is really smooth and we want to make it jagged. So again, this level here, we've revisited it. And now we've swept that high. So I want to see it do that with speed and distance. And not, I mean, see the way we took out this high. So it was really, so we took it out really sluggishly, okay? No real fair value gaps. So what I want to see is, can we take it? But then if we don't do what I'm saying, if it doesn't do what I'm saying, then I'm going to look for this high, this one, and this one as something called the three drives pattern. Because if it's really bearish, then also I'll understand if it doesn't want to take out this high. And so with the three drives patterns, I'll understand that the smart money is now preparing to do something. They're pairing in their orders. So make sure you follow me. Make sure you subscribe. I'll really appreciate. So remember, we're only remaining with around 40 minutes for the session close. So I did say I want to see it this next 15 minutes candle deliver to that target. So if it didn't want to do that, then I will have just ended it. So again, how to journal this. So that's simply it. So you see that 25 quadrant level right there. So this is what I'm referring to. Yeah, and finally, we're hitting that. So after that, I'm now not interested. So with that, I will be done. I will be done for the session because the only remaining is now 5 minutes. So normally I do have my timings for each and every session. So for this session, 4:30, from 4:30, I don't want to be in the market. I mean, if still it doesn't give me anything or it has not hit my target by 4:30, then I'm not interested. Yeah. So either I just scale my stop loss and leave it do its own thing. So that's our time. So what happened? So you were saying that there's one to be our expert. So it's tipping at its hand, so it wants to do that. We left the 4H or 1H fair value gap and did that. So these were anticipating to be the manipulation. So we measured was that 25 quadrant level, and you didn't see us try to do something here. So we were waiting for more information inside that 5 minutes fair value gap, CB, and immediately we try above it. So simply say that you want to now see it hold price and push higher. But then what happened? It again trade below the zero point 0.5 quadrant, I mean, towards a deeper discount level. And still this fair value gap, we wanted to see it hold. So we were watching this. So if at all it wanted to go lower, then we needed to leave this level. but then it held, and so that taking out that buy side again, we had this deeper pullback. We wanted to see it just trade into this upper one, but then the conditions in the underlying market, so it's really not that impulsive. Okay, so we have to anticipate these deeper pullbacks. Yeah, and we trade into this lower one. So this one wanted to see it left and fail, but then it really failed it, and now we saw it do this. So we said we wanted to see it trade back into this level, pushed into that level, and now that high. Okay, there's high over here. So now this was our buy side liquidity. That was our draw of liquidity. And once we've attained that, then what now remains is not our concern. So everything else is now out of our control and out of our trading range. Yeah. So I'm normally strict on time. So it's now out of my time zone. Okay. Because anything might happen. But then I still believe true day open. Let's see. 426. So this level here, that's our true day open. But then if you can see from the premise of 1H, we've really not done anything. So like I said, we are not going to be anticipating a bigger volume. Why? Because we are trading after large range day. So yesterday we were having a real large range day. So after large range day, it's always advisable to avoid trading the London or any AM session, and maybe try and trade the PM session. So for instance, today, because it's Friday, I still anticipate that we might try and trade back into maybe 20 to 30% of the weekly range. I'm just saying, know that that's what we're going to have. So that's our week's high, and right here. So 20-30% is slightly around that new day opening up, and probably this high. So this high, and also we're having our new day opening up slightly around the 20 level. So maybe we'll hit that level maybe later, or if it's really bearish, then we need to keep dropping. Okay. And also, remember today we're having CPI, so I don't know, anything can happen. So CPI is normally a big economic event, and I can't really tell. So whatever is happening here, if at all we can break this high, before CPI, because we are really having that 4H. I did say we were having that 4H, this 4H CB. So if at all during that time can find us inside a PDRA, so time and then price, then we might drop. Yeah. But then if at all we're going to trade higher, then I don't know. We'll know when that time reaches. But for now, it was just a small trading range, and our draw has been hit. And like I said, that's real. That's just enough. And so right now it's for 32, and it's now outside our trading range. I mean, outside our trading time. So whatever happens next, I don't need it. Yeah, whatever happens next, I don't need it. So if you're journaling, just understand that when did the manipulation take place? Slightly after 307, he had that manipulated into the order block or the 25 quadrant level, and had this trade above. So we were waiting for more information around this level. And the fact that trade above it around here really gave us some mixed signals, but then still really held, pushed higher. We wanted to see trade into this, but then price it will do what it wants. So it's our boss. Trade to this lower one, and so that return into this and then pushed higher. So if that was beneficial to someone and can change someone's, I mean, view on how they trade the London session, then yes, I'll be streaming during CPI. So lately I've been perseverating over whether to stream on TikTok or, because again, TikTok my handle is normally Hemston Lucy. So if at all you don't see me streaming on YouTube, then make sure you check also on TikTok, because I normally live stream there. M session, New York session on TikTok, but then I'm just trying. So maybe from this year, I want to be streaming on YouTube. From this year, I want to be streaming on YouTube. Yeah, so make sure you check that out, and also don't forget to leave a like button. So Hemstone Lucy, make sure you check that out, and let's call it a day, or let's call it a session, and then let's meet during the CPI. So CPI is normally uh, what time? 3:30 or 4:30 Nairobi time. So 3:30 New York will be here. Okay, we'll be here, and we'll be, yeah, I'll be on YouTube. I'll be on YouTube. So see you guys then. So peace.